How's it going, YouTube? Got another exciting video for you guys today. This one will be on my Chameleon cage. This is a really cool setup. I love it to death, and let's dive right into it. So this cage was home built by myself. This cage is 3 feet tall. I believe it's 2 foot deep, maybe 2.5 feet deep, and then 2 feet wide. And it has an aquarium in it, so it's technically a paludarium, I guess you could call it. And so going into it, it has a piece of plywood on the back there, a 2x4 right here, a 2x4 on the side there, and another piece of plywood down here. Same thing on the other side. There's also a piece of plywood up top there, and that's basically the frame and the shell of the whole terrarium. And then to go around it to encase it, I have these pieces of plexiglass. This thing covers the whole side, goes over everything, goes over all the trim. All the trim over here goes over all the back panels, and it's all screwed in by 2-inch screws right here, 2-inch wood screws that surprisingly did not crack the glass, which I'm very happy about. The only place it did crack actually is right down here, which can always be replaced. I can always just unscrew this, take it off, re-drill the holes, and then drill it right back in. No biggie. It's just something that's going to take some time that I just haven't had time to do yet. And on the sides, in the seams, you can kind of see I have silicone to encase the whole thing. The purpose of that is so that crickets and other animals like that, and so that the moisture and everything can stay in there, so that the humidity can be really hot, or not hot, but so the humidity can be high. That's one of the reasons I built this. I know chameleons a lot of times can like screens and stuff. I didn't want to go at the screen just for the simple fact that I knew crickets could either get out and the humidity would be really, really bad, because this paludarium is actually sitting in the middle of my room, or off to the side of my room, and I didn't want my room to be that humid. So I got away with it like this. The only place air can get in is right through the top here and up top here, and it actually flows in through here and goes out. I can always feel a little draft, so she has plenty of oxygen and new air coming in to the terrarium all day, every day, 24/7. So it's great there. So it's sealed, like I said, all the way around, all 4 corners, all the way down. Same thing, you can kind of see on the corner there, same thing with all the wood. Everything is sealed, everything is locked, and I've actually had the old aquarium that I had in here, it spilled a little bit because I had a waterfall with it, and the waterfall started leaking, and so that spilled, and there was about 1 inch of water here. Literally, I'm telling you, no water got out anywhere, no water got out on the sides, no water got out in the back. This thing is completely watertight, water safe. So if I wanted to, I could even fill it up. I just don't know how long it would last, because I don't know how thick I painted this. I think I did 3 coats, and of course let it dry for 2 weeks so that it's safe for the chameleon. There she is right there, by the way. If you guys don't know, this is a veiled chameleon. Oh, there she goes. Now she's kind of flaring up. She'll do that when I get close. She's very temperamental sometimes. It's a her. What's going on there? You don't like the phone? Alright. Whatever. Anyways. So, this is the paludarium. She has... Or, let me get back to her. She's a veiled chameleon. I believe she's almost a year old. I got her just a month after I got Draco, but she was already like 3 or 4 months old in the store because she was kind of big. I can throw up some pictures at some point and show you guys a video of her when I first got her. She was kind of smaller, about the size of like the opening of that cup was her body shape. You can see now, compared to the cup, how much bigger she's gotten. In here, she has a pothos plant. She used to have a hibiscus. I need to get another one. It's just the old hibiscus had died due to one of those black and red little like mites or insects. So I just have to buy a new one of those. Nothing biggie, nothing too hard to do. And then I was going to plant the pothos in the like base of the, gosh, I'm losing the words there. The hibiscus plant. And then in the corner here as well, we have a little just fake plant. There's another one down there. Then there's a bamboo right there. You can kind of see the sprout come out. Sorry, there's just so much green everywhere, but I love it, and she loves it as well. You can kind of see here, There's the bamboo right down there. You can kind of see it spiraled up, and then there it goes right up there. There's also pothos in the filter for the bottom aquarium. And so a side view, I'm sorry it's very hard to see the aquarium. You can kind of see a cichlid there. In this aquarium there are 2 cichlids and 1 pea puffer. No, this is not their long-time home. As I've explained in other videos, there's different plans for him. The pea puffer will either go by himself or go kind of in a community with a crustacean, which would be kind of cool. But anyways, there's 2 convict cichlids and 1 pea puffer. There's the 2 convict cichlids. There's one that's about double the size of the other. I got them at the same time. One was just a slight bit bigger, and I guess he became the dominant one. Jeez, I wish I could find him now. There's one. He's kind of in the right there in front. You see him there with his fins going underneath the hide. Very hard to see. I need to get an accent light or something in here. But like I said, if I get a hibiscus, the paludarium is coming out. It's great. It works great. The only bad thing is it is very hard to clean this aquarium. As you can see, there's a cage on top of it just so that the chameleon won't go inside. So if you guys ever want to make one of these, just put a cage or some kind of screening material on top, because chameleons can fall in. They can't swim very well. They can kind of float a little bit. They can't really swim, so they will start to sink, and it's not good for them whatsoever to even get like completely like soaked in water like that. Like, I know they like humidity, but it's not good for the respiratory system to get soaked like that. And I mean, it's just, I mean, look, that's like a, what, 10-inch deep aquarium? She falls down, she has nothing to climb up on. Maybe if she had the bamboo, I guess she could try to climb up, but they need something to somehow climb up. And even then, like, what if you're gone when all this happens and you come home to a dead chameleon in your aquarium because you didn't have a screen on it? So it's just a safety factor. Put a screen on it. Be safe, guys. Come on. It also keeps the fish from jumping out. Now, going forward with it, I also have a heavy plant sitting on top of it. Now, the plant also has sticks, twigs, and the fake plant leaves running all through it. So I'd have to untangle the fake plant leaves, untangle all the sticks, take out the plant, take out this big stick right here, take out the lid, and then I could go and gravel back and clean the aquarium. Like I said, just very hard to do. I've had it set up like this for a couple months now. It's been running just fine. It's great. It's just the cleaning is the hardest to do. So I actually don't clean this aquarium that much. But because it does have the pothos in there, it also has a live plant down here. I believe this is a Java fern. If anyone can correct me, go ahead. It's been doing great. It was about half the size when I put it in there 3 months ago when I set this up, and now it's doing great. All because of the UVB light up there. Basically like a plant grow light, but it also helps her as well. Basically produces sunlight. What else do we have? Gosh, I wish you guys see the pea puffer. He's right down there. There's a little piece of shrimp I fed from earlier from the other video. So there's a piece of driftwood, bamboo in the back, Java fern in the front. That's basically the scape for the aquarium. Like I said, pea puffer, 2 convicts, great aquarium, ready to go, perfect. The beta used to be in here as well, but the pea puffer started picking on the beta, nipping fins, eating fins. As you guys know, puffers eat fish, and they have very strong, like almost beak-like teeth. So they can basically nibble apart anything. That's why they love crustaceans, snails, and smaller shrimp and stuff like that. They can just chomp them up and eat them, so they love it. So not very good to keep, I guess, a beta with it, and the beta was also smaller at the time. Now the convicts have been able to get along just fine. The pea puffer actually stays to one side, more to the left side. The convict kind of stays to the right, although the one big convict, he's the king of the tank. He goes everywhere, basically controls everything, keeps everything in line. I'd call him the boss of the tank. Even though this isn't a full cichlid tank, still going to call him the boss of a tank. As far as filtration goes, I have an Aquarium 30. So again, plenty of filtration. Because I don't do those like weekly water changes like I should be doing, I wanted to upgrade the filtration, put a big filter on it, keep the water going, keep a lot of flow moving. Just because any extra stuff, like there could be plant leaves that fall in there. Sometimes there's even her poop that falls in there. I've changed the scape around now so that there's a little hole right there. As you can see, that's the feeding hole I feed them with. And that used to be kind of open, and then she would take a poop or something, and it would just fall right in the aquarium, and I'd have to like fish it out with the net, and it'd be very annoying. And then sometimes it would even get sucked up by the filter, which kind of actually helped the pothos plants, because they started growing a lot more when that started happening. And the puffer is doing okay with it all. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to leave it like this for very much longer. It's very hard to clean, very hard to maintain. But as far as it goes, I love the way it looks. I love just coming over here and being able to look up and see Hyan and just chilling up there doing her thing, and then being able to look down and seeing the cool fish in the bottom. I need to get a light in there so I can see it way better. And so here she is again. Maybe she won't be angry this time. Anyways, I got a thermometer over there. Up top we have 2 heat ones. One right here, one right here. This is a 75 watt, this is a 50 watt, 2 different basking places, 2 different heat sources. As you can see, none are very close to the top. Don't want to burn them because these have a tendency to get burned. They love heat, so they will just go right up to the heat and literally just sit up there. She does have one back there that she can get really high up with to get that really nice heat. I used to have one right back there for her basking spot. I moved it just because she was always getting too close, and like she would be right up next to it, and it was getting a little sketchy for me, and I just want to be on the safer side, so I moved the lights around. Back here is the UVB, produces the light so she can digest her food and whatnot. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Also, the background here was painted by me. There's a little sun there to represent the sun. That's why the big heat lamp is right over there, kind of portraying as the sun shining down on everything. There's a little tree, basically to look like the rainforest almost. I think it looks pretty cool. Adds a little nice effect to the background, makes everything just look that much cooler. As you guys can see, this thing just looks phenomenal. I love it. Perfect size for this chameleon. Should be her lifetime home. She loves tree branches. She loves to be up in the air. She even come out sometimes. Sometimes she won't. Like I said, very temperamental sometimes. Now I have noticed she has been having some like laying eggs behavior, i.e. coloring up in bright, vibrant colors. I'll show you guys some pictures on the screen now. Okay, after you guys have seen that, you guys can see how just vibrant her colors are. They're just crazy amazing. And that's one of my favorite things about chameleons. I mean, they change colors like that. They don't change colors in the way people think. They actually do it from the reflection of the light. It's not necessarily they're changing colors, it's the way their basically scales deflect the light is how they change colors, which I think is a really cool thing. And they also don't change like full body colors. It's for the most part just their pattern. As you can see what her pattern kind of is there. The 3 Bealed Chameleon classic stripes. Let me see if it'll focus. There we go. Oh, now she's getting angry again. Like I said, temperamental. Anyway, so the, kind of the 3 or 4 stripes there going up. They're kind of gold yellow right now. Sometimes they can be brown. Sometimes they can be black. And then she's got kind of a blue up there. Sometimes that blue can be a straight black. Sometimes it can be a purple. I've seen it be that turquoise, like a real deep, dark turquoise. It's just amazing. So I'll throw some pictures up, let you guys see that. And throw you guys comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions or anything. Like I said, this will be taken down probably in the next month or 2. And I'm going to put a hibiscus plant back in here. I may put the small little beta tank in there, just to have a paludarium, because I just love having a fish in there. I mean, it's just so cool to be able to look up, see the chameleon, look down, see a fish. I think it's amazing. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'll just give a little montage, zooming up on her. Maybe she'll get feisty again. We don't know. So I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. Remember how I was talking about how she's temperamental? Yeah. Remember how earlier how she was kind of turning away and stuff? 5 minutes later. Legit, this is just 5 minutes later. This comes crawling out. Very temperamental, aren't you? Anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. There she goes, coloring up again.